Hey everybody, thanks for watching these Illustrator CS6 tutorials and staying with me so far. Today we're going to keep on going with our artboards and we're going to learn about the artboard options. So let's go ahead and get right started. And if you didn't see the previous tutorial about using artboards, I went over a bunch of basic stuff about artboards and showed you how to use them correctly and all that stuff. So go ahead and select the Artboard tool here. And then you can see we've got some options. We've got our presets that we can pick from. I picked the NTSC DV one here. We have our different layouts. We got portrait and landscape, and that's just basically going to switch it up. Most of the time you're going to use landscape because that's the way that computer monitors are set up. We got our button here for a new artboard. We've got delete an artboard. We have our chance to name it. And if you're working with multiple artboards, it's a good idea to name it something related to what you're putting on the artboard. Right here, we've got the move copy artwork with the artboard. So when I move the artboard, it's going to move the artwork that's actually on it with it. So that's pretty handy. That way you don't have to move a bunch of stuff all around. You can turn this on or off and it'll stay on and off. You don't have to toggle it or anything like that. We've got this here in the middle. We've got a couple of things that are just going to be visible here. We've got show center mark. You can see where that is. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. We've got show crosshairs, which are just going to come out from the sides here. And we've got show video guidelines, like the video safes. So if you're working on video, you want to have these on because you're not supposed to go past these lines. And then we've got some stuff over here that you don't really need to worry about too much right now. These are reference points. Don't worry about that right now. We're going to click on this button here called Artboard Options. And here we get another dialog box with a bunch of options in it for us. We can name it, and it's got some of the same things up here as it did before. Name, you can name it whatever you want. We've got all our presets again. So I can go ahead and change these easily using the Artboard Options screen. Now I can set a width and a height that I want. And again, here's the reference point. It's in the center on this one, but if you can click down here if you want to. I mean, I don't really know too much about using the reference points, so I'm not going to go over them as much. You can't really know every single thing about this program because there's so many different things, but I just leave that alone. We can change our orientation. If we constrain proportions here, if we have this checked, when I go to change this, it's going to change the height with it. If I have constrained proportions off, if I change like the height to like 500 or something like that, the width is going to stay whatever it was. So we've got an info box here that's going to tell us our current proportions, and that's going to be helpful. That's your ratio, basically. 2.56 is the ratio here. We've got our display here, which were these three buttons up here. Show the center mark, show the crosshairs, and show the video safe. And then we've got our pixel aspect ratio for the video rulers. And if we change them, this is going to change. These safe areas are going to change. Now I'm going to leave these here because I don't want to have to remember this number every time. So I'm going to leave this like it is. And then down here we've got global. And if I uncheck these or check these, they're going to update like pretty much the area around. So the fade region outside artboard, that's going to display the area outside the artboard in a darker shade. If I don't, it's going to be a different. So pretty much you want to have that on. It's going to help you define where the artboard is. And then we've got update while dragging, and that just helps when you're dragging around the artboard to show you where it is. So now we've got a couple infos down here. We've got artboards 1, and then another info little thing here. To create a new artboard with an artboard, press Shift and then Alt and drag to use a duplicate artboard, or to duplicate artboards. Jeez. So that's all I wanted to go over with you on Artboard Options. Pretty much the same thing that you have up here, you can find in Artboard Options, except for really like the global stuff right here. But if I was you, I wouldn't really mess with the global options unless you're like going to show a client and you want it to all be the same. That's the only time I would really do it, and even then I wouldn't even do it. It's up to you. So you hit OK when you're done, or cancel if you just want to stay with what you had. So I'm going to hit cancel, and then I'm back to what I had before. So thanks for watching the tutorial. Now you know more about artboards and how to even customize them even more. See you guys later. Have a good one.